Hey everybody, it's me, Akasha Wolf, and today we're going to be talking about Ouija boards. So this is kind of just going to be basically like a video of me kind of babbling on and telling you guys all about this and stuff. The thing is that I don't have like this basic setup because this would take a lot of videos. Not a lot of videos, but a couple things here and there, because this is like a subject that can be like talked about like so much. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I had just recently gotten my first actual like Ouija board, and I wanted to, kind of give you guys some information about it, because a lot of people have been having all kinds of questions about the Ouija board, and a lot of people have been wanting a video on it. So that's what basically I'm going to be doing here today for you guys. But anyways, here is my Ouija board. It's not like the basic usual Ouija board that you see. It's very cute, and it comes with a piece of glass that goes right here, like right over it, so that way you can get the planchette and you can do your thing. And it also has writing in the back to tell you how to use it and stuff. This is a very expensive Ouija board. It was something that I really wanted to get because I just really wanted one, and it was really cute and I wanted it, so I got it. But anyways, where do I start? So I'm going to answer a few kind of basic questions that I usually hear all the time about the board that I'm going to be, helping you guys out with. So that way you can understand that this isn't a bad thing. The Ouija board, I'm not going to really give you all of its history and stuff like that, but for the most part, the basic Ouija board that you always see is basically the game looking board, Ouija board. And the thing is that this is not a game. This is a way to make contact with spirits, but it's not the best way to make contact, because a lot of times we use it at all the wrong times and we end up getting something else that's, bad. And that's why there's so much talk about the board being bad. And this varies to different people, because what I'm saying, a lot of people might not believe or anything like that because of their own experiences with the board, but there's so many stuff that I've seen on YouTube, it's ridiculous, of people using the board and everything going completely wrong. It's ridiculous. But the thing is that the difference between how a lot of people, in my practice, that use it, there's witches out there that use it every day. They use it every day, and they'll use it to make contact to specific spirits, or their spirit guides. It's their way of communication to those different spirits that they make contact with. They use it every day and they don't have any problems. But then there's these random teenagers that come up. I know I'm a teenager still too, but still, that come up and to be like, oh well, let's get some cardboard and make a Ouija board, or let's buy the game and try it out and whatever. That's not smart. You have to take steps before actually using a Ouija board, you guys. And some of those steps would be lighting some protective incense like sage or whatever, maybe cleansing your space. For example, me and my friend Cassandra were going to use the board, and I was going to film it and put it on YouTube for you. But I wasn't filming it, I was giving it a test run first, and it didn't move at all. And that's because I completely cleaned my room. My room is always constantly cleansed, so I usually kick out anything bad that is in the area. And a lot of times, the spirits that might be here are just things that pass through, but nothing that is going to be sitting here and lingering to my board or whatever. But if I were to take it anywhere else, it would probably work, because I've used the board outside and it works a whole lot better. And in the daytime, I haven't used it at night and stuff like that. And you don't have to have candles, but candles do help when you use the board to get more of a of a result, because the candle acts as a beacon, and it kind of brings the spirits all over to your little general area. So anyways, I know I'm kind of babbling on, but that's why I kind of want you guys to make a to put down in the comments below your questions about the Ouija board. But anyways, the Ouija board is nothing that is evil. Some people will, say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, it is evil, blah, blah, blah. But, this board, it's just everyone uses it the wrong way, and then, not everyone, there's a lot of people that use it the wrong way, and, we always automatically look at the really bad things before we look at the good things. Like, especially like on YouTube, I've seen so many horrible videos, and it just makes me crazy. Like, another thing too is when you use the board, don't ask provoking questions, okay? Basically talk to them as if you're talking to someone who's alive. You know, don't talk to them and be like, oh, well, how did you die? Did it hurt? You know, blah, blah, blah. If maybe in some way they're pushing that onto you, wanting to, you know, share this with you, that's completely fine. You know, but don't ask these questions. Like, really, would you, like, what if they don't know? You know, like, what if it was traumatic for them? What if it's something they don't want to talk about and you're asking them this and you're going to make them upset? And then you're going to start having problems. Another thing too, don't use the board alone. When I was young and I was, you know, watching this movie called The Witch Board. It was about a Ouija board, and, you know, they had this whole thing about never use it alone. So for me, I kind of feel that it is something you don't really want to use by yourself. Some people do use it by themselves. Maybe I will one day, but, you know, for now, I'm more comfortable using it with somebody else. I won't use it alone. You guys can go ahead and give it a try, but I highly recommend you make sure you have, you know, all your different forms of protection, and always, when using the board, have an opening prayer and then a closing prayer. And if you're doing this outside, kind of leave something behind as a gift after using the board, so that way nothing will follow you. And when you do an opening and closing prayer, that basically is like when you use the board, you're kind of opening a door. Now the thing is that, like, if you don't do it, like, if you don't close that door, then that door is going to stay open and something is always going to be, like, you know, coming after you. Not necessarily that it's going to be something bad, but the thing is that, you know, you're opening and, you know, leaving a door open. That's not good. So make sure before using the board you use an opening prayer and a closing prayer, so that way nothing attaches itself to you and you only invite good spirits to come and make contact with you. Now, if you're someone that just wants to, I'm sorry if this is offensive, but wants to be dork and want to make contact with dark things and possibly have things go completely wrong, then don't do anything that I'm telling you. Just, you know, go ahead and go for it. But whatever. But, like, I'm giving you a warning here, you know. You know, it's always smart to make sure you protect yourself. Like, the board is nothing bad, you know. It's awesome. I love the board. That's why I have one of my own, but I will never ever leave the planchette on the board. Like, even though my room is clean, you never know. And if, like, my little brothers or sisters are playing around and whatever and they want to play with the planchette and start making contact and stuff, I don't know what they're making contact with because I'm not there with them to, you know, actually, like, realize what's going on. And not only that, anything will try to take advantage of little kids. And it's ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, this is a planchette, and this is used to basically, you put your fingers on it, and it moves around the board, and it'll go over, like, different numbers or letters. Another thing, too, is that spirits are not the best spellers, okay? A lot of times when people have made contact or whatever, they don't really have the best spellers. Like, you'll get the basic idea of the word or the sentence, what they're trying to say, but it won't necessarily be, like, straight up, like, I don't know, their name or whatever. Another thing, too, they kind of work better with yes and no and numbers. So, you know, a lot of yes and no questions are a really good thing, and it makes things easier when you're making contact. And, yeah, they're not really good spellers, just to let you know that. And another thing, too, that I have noticed, like on YouTube and stuff, and watching other people's videos and kind of getting an idea of, you know, maybe something that I should, like, you know, put in here, is when you ask the age, especially if you didn't protect yourself or protect your area, you know, spirits can lie, okay? Just like people, spirits can lie. So don't be all like, oh, well, I was talking to this little kid, they're completely innocent, and, you know, I invited them to come home with me. Don't do stuff like that. Don't invite stuff with you. That's dumb. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, because then you're inviting stuff into your house, into your life, to do whatever the frick they want. You basically open the door and let them do whatever they want. But yeah, like, this has been used for, like, a long time, and I think a lot of times with the regular looking boards, like, a lot of people get this bad idea about them because of, you know, movies and how people have abused it and stuff like that. And I've heard people say, oh, well, that board is bad, but then you go out and buy like some fairy board or whatever and it's a good board, or an angel board and it's a good board. See, that's the thing. It's just because it's how your intent is towards that board is what ends up, you know, inviting certain things. So like a lot of people have a negative outlook on the original look to the board, so then they expect something negative to happen, and that's what usually happens because you have this like whole negative build up towards that board. But then you see something that's got little fairies and angels and stuff on it, and you're like, oh, well, this is a good board. It's the same thing, you guys. It's just your intent is different and your attitude and energy is different because of the way it looks. So when you see this, you know, you're kind of like, oh, it's so nice and stuff like that. But the thing is that if you don't protect yourself, then you are going to probably have like bad stuff coming. And another thing too, it's like it all depends on your intent of the whole thing. But yeah, you guys, like, I don't know what to tell you because there's like so much I can tell you about this. But this is basically a blab of me talking about the Ouija board. So anyways, that's the basic information I'm going to give you on the board. There's probably like so much you guys want to know and you're probably going to get mad at me. And you're probably like, oh, well, why don't you use the board for us? Well, I will in another video. But the thing is that we still have chakra videos. And this was basically a nice little teaser video for you guys. So that way you guys can give me more ideas on what you want to know about the Okay, everybody. So before we wrap up, there's a few things I wanted to tell you guys about. So anyways, like you guys last heard, you know, I'm going to be doing the chakra videos. In between videos, I'm going to be doing these like little videos. I think I'm going to do like 2, you know, random videos and then work on the next chakra for then the next videos. So I think our next little video is going to be elixirs because I was going to do the hair spell, but I'm having the hardest time getting a rose. Can you like believe it? A rose. I need a rose for the spell. So until I can get a rose is when I can give you guys that spell. So anyways, yeah, the hair growing spell. And another thing that you guys are going to be looking forward to, which I'm very excited about, is these videos I'm going to be doing for spellsandmagic.com. And these upcoming videos that are going to be coming up very soon are a tarot, like basically I guess you can say like series or whatever. Like I'm going to be bringing out like all these nice tarot decks for you to look at, and I'm going to explain to you like the history, how to read the cards, and also different spreads for the tarot cards as well. So that is something to look forward to. So, you know, you guys stay tuned for that. You're going to be able to see all these videos, I believe on my channel, but on spellsandmagic.com, so that way you guys can learn all this awesome stuff. So that's some awesome stuff to look forward to. And like that's basically some like the projects and stuff that I'm working on for you guys. I'm also kind of, you know, still getting the hang of my camera. As you can see, it's in focus this time. It took me a long time. My sister got so bored sitting here while I was trying to fix this. Also, I'm trying to get rid of that black box look and stuff, but, you know, doing what I can. But yes, you guys, so what I want from you is questions that you have for the Ouija board, so that way I can do an FAQs video for you guys. And I'm going to be doing your other FAQs video, but I think that the Ouija board one won't be too many questions. So in this video down below, put your questions about the Ouija board so we can have one of those videos coming up. But yes, I'm going to be doing videos for the Ouija board as well, because that's like a big like subject to talk about. Like there's how to use it, showing you how to use it, how to protect yourself, and basic information. Another thing, you guys, I want to oh shoot, don't step on that. To introduce you guys to Zeus, my little Zeus. You guys heard about him, and I wanted to introduce him to you guys real quick before we go. But yeah, he's my new husky, and he's so beautiful, and he's been dying to come in the room because I've been keeping him kicked out. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Goodbye and blessed be.